Hello, English learners, and welcome back to the English Insight Podcast. I am really happy you are here today. This is the place where you learn real English for real life, step by step, together, in a way that feels natural and comfortable. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Daniel. And today we are talking about something that almost every English learner experiences.
That sounds interesting. So Daniel, tell me, what are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about the most common mistakes English learners make. And more importantly, the simple ways to fix them.
Oh, I like this topic already. Because many learners feel frustrated when they study English for a long time, but their speaking still feels difficult.
Yes, that feeling is very common. You understand many words, you read articles, you watch videos, but when it is time to speak, something strange happens.
Your brain suddenly goes empty.
Exactly. Hello, my name is... And suddenly the conversation becomes very slow and uncomfortable.
And if you are listening right now and thinking, yes, that happens to me, then relax.
Because you are not alone.
Thousands of English learners experience the same problem.
But here is the important thing. Many learners believe the problem is their intelligence.
But that is not the problem.
The real problem is usually much simpler.
Really? What is it?
Small learning mistakes.
Small mistakes?
Yes, small habits that slow down your progress without you even realizing it.
That is very interesting, because many learners think they need something complicated to improve.
A secret grammar book, or maybe a magic vocabulary list.
Yes, exactly.
But real improvement usually comes from fixing simple mistakes.
And today, during this conversation, we are going to explore some of those mistakes together.
And while you listen, you will also hear natural English phrases that you can start using in your own conversations.
So you are not just listening to a discussion, you are experiencing English in action.
And by the end of this episode, you might suddenly realize something important.
What is that?
Improving English may be much easier than you thought.
I like that message.
Because learning English should feel exciting, not stressful.
And when you understand the small mistakes that slow learners down, you can start improving much faster.
So Sarah, let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
What is one mistake you often hear when English learners try to speak?
That's a good question. I think one very common mistake is trying to translate everything from your native language.
Yes, that is a big one.
Many learners build a sentence in their own language first and then try to translate it into English.
Which can make the sentence sound strange.
Exactly, because English has its own rhythm, its own structure, and its own natural expressions. Of course, sometimes learners say something like, "I very like this movie."
Yes, I hear that one a lot.
But a native speaker would simply say, "I really like this movie."
Small change, big difference.
Exactly. Small adjustments can make your English sound much more natural.
And this leads to an important idea.
Which idea?
Instead of translating sentences, try learning phrases.
Yes, phrases are powerful.
Because when you learn a phrase, you learn how English is actually used.
For example, instead of memorizing the word prefer, you can learn a natural sentence.
Like what?
I prefer coffee over tea.
That already sounds like real conversation.
Exactly.
And when learners start collecting phrases instead of isolated words, their speaking becomes smoother.
Their brain begins recognizing patterns.
And those patterns slowly become natural speech.
That is one of the most satisfying moments in language learning.
When suddenly you realize you are speaking without translating.
Yes, that moment feels amazing.
And if you are listening right now, that moment can happen to you too.
You just need the right habits, patience, and consistent exposure to real English.
Which is exactly why conversations like this can be so powerful.
Because while you listen, your brain is quietly learning patterns.
Even when you don't notice it.
And that is the beauty of natural language learning.
I understand. That happens sometimes. Let me check something quickly for you. Could you tell me your room number, please?
Yes, of course. My room number is 308. 308.
All right. Let me take a look. Yes, I can see your reservation here. It says breakfast is included in your stay.
Oh, that's great. Thank you for checking. I was a little worried.
No problem at all. And this is a great phrase for you to remember. I was a little worried. It sounds natural and polite.
Yes, and sometimes travelers worry about many small things.
That's very true. Now let's imagine another situation. Sometimes the room has a small problem. Maybe the air conditioner is not working. Maybe the Wi-Fi is slow. Or maybe the shower is cold.
Oh, yes, that happens in real life.
Exactly. So let's practice how to explain a problem politely.
All right. What could I say?
You could say, "Excuse me, there seems to be a problem with my room."
Excuse me, there seems to be a problem with my room.
Perfect. That sounds calm, respectful, and clear.
And then I explain the problem, right?
Exactly. For example, the air conditioner is not working.
Let me try something else. Excuse me, there seems to be a problem with my room. The Wi-Fi connection is very slow.
That was excellent. You explained the problem clearly.
And usually the staff will try to help.
Yes. For example, the staff might say, "I'm sorry about that. Let me fix it for you."
That sounds polite.
Another useful phrase is, "Could someone take a look at it?"
Could someone take a look at it?
Exactly. That phrase is very common in hotels, restaurants, and even offices.
Daniel, what if the problem is bigger?
Like what?
Maybe the room is too noisy.
Ah, yes, that can happen. In that case, you could say, "Excuse me, my room is a little noisy. Is it possible to change rooms?"
That sounds very polite.
Politeness is very important in English conversations.
And notice something, English learners. We are not using complicated grammar.
Exactly. Real English is usually simple, but clear.
And confidence grows when you practice simple phrases again and again.
That's right. So let's continue the situation. Imagine the hotel staff solved the problem.
Then I would say, "Thank you very much for your help."
Perfect. And sometimes people add one more friendly sentence. "I really appreciate it."
I really appreciate it. That sounds very natural.
And now look at what you can do. You can check in, ask questions, explain a problem, and thank someone politely.
That is a full real-life conversation in English.
Step by step.
And if you listen again, you will hear many useful phrases you can use tomorrow.
Maybe in a hotel.
Maybe in a cafe.
Or maybe when traveling somewhere new.
English becomes easier when you practice real conversations like this.
And remember something important. You don't need perfect English. You need clear English.
Clear words, simple phrases, and a little confidence.
And the more you listen and repeat, the more natural your English will sound.
If this conversation helped you,
Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
and don't forget to like the video,
Share it with a friend who is learning English too.
and tell us in the comments, where would you use these phrases?
We'll see you in the next English Insight conversation.